So this is the 2340 hours GMT edition of the Baby Angel Geronimo editions of Khoodeelaar television channel part D. This is being broadcast starting at 23:28 hours GMT. Now this edition will look at the Sky News press preview conducted with the participation of Jenny Kleeman and Mihir Bose. Now Mihir Bose is a crook from West Bengal who mainly grew up in Mumbai, and has exploited his name Bose to claim that he is related to Netaji Subhash Bose. This mental slave criminal could not be more unlike Subhash Bose. And especially when he was working for the imperialist Daily Telegraph in the 1970s, 1980s, he wrote a series of anti-Silati pieces in the Telegraph. I mean, how on earth could the criminal kafir shit decide to attack the Silotis in the Telegraph? And none of the Silotis speaking morons posing as ethnicity-linked experts and media people even knows about this Mihir Bose, let alone what he wrote against the Silotis. It's like the Siloti-speaking mental slaves giving platform to Abdul Kuffar Chowdhury. Abdul Kuffar Chowdhury on the one extreme, and the other extreme is the Islamic, so-called Islamic Saidi. Both of them attack the Silotis. And so therefore the question of the defense of the Siloti community will be examined in another edition because it will take longer than the time available in this particular slot. Now, in the review fronted by Dermot Monahan, the moron, they discussed the death of Brazilian footballer Pele. And Jenny Kleeman only partly referred to the slavery in Brazil finished just before Pele emerged. But she didn't actually go into the fascist massacres and genocide of the black people in Brazil by the whites. And Mihir Bose didn't really go into any detail except to refer to Pele as a black man in Brazil. Now, Brazil is still fiercely racist and hateful, and Pele is very black-skinned. And the fact that Pele is very black-skinned should have been discussed in the context of the current. I mean, Jenny Kleeman's reference to poor people in Brazil. Fuck her. The black people are the ones that are poor. You shit. What a denial. The fact that she is referred to as the documentary maker. What the fuck are her documentaries about? And then she, along with Meher Bose, gave a positive promotion each for the racist Vivienne Westwood. Now, I confronted Westwood in the Altab Park in 2008 when the lying criminal Ken Lyingstill Livingstone brought in 4 or 5 white, what he thought celebrities, whom he deployed in the Altab Park. It was grotesque. But then that is something that is normalized by the abuse of Islam by the criminals who control the agenda of the East London Mosque, the London Muslim Centre, etc., etc. Remember, this is a reference to the prevent scheme and the review written by William Shawcross, which was on the front page of the Times of 28th of December 2022. When I confronted Vivienne Westwood, I found myself being targeted by her in muttering to herself things that were not articulated audibly after I took a few pictures of her. I think she expected me to do something like showing my appreciation to her for posing. She should have been grateful that I didn't give her a piece of my mind for daring to appear at the Altavali Park at all as part of the racist propaganda arrangement orchestrated by the liar Ken Lyingstill racist Livingstone. What the fuck was she doing in the Altavali Park? Who the fuck would know who she was? That is the irrelevance, the depth of irrelevance to which Ken Lyingstill Livingstone had sunk by then. Bringing in Vivienne Westwood to the Altavali Park, I mean, it would not make any sense whatsoever. Nobody knew who the fuck she was. Even if people had come across her name, it would not have an impact at all. And then there were other white kind of names Livingstone brought in there. And when Livingstone finished his spiel, he escaped from the Altabali Park through a back entrance, accompanied by 2 or 3 Muslim surrogate slave boys who were guarding him. Fuck the lot of them, the criminals. They have nothing to do with Islam, and they have nothing to do with honesty, and they have nothing to do with representation or democracy. And as I said about Pele, we'll discuss Pele and Brazil and Brazilian slavery another time. Suffice to say that Pele is on the front pages of all the Fleet Street papers, but they are not focusing on the fact that he was black. They're focusing on the fact that he was the best. Amazing. They never mentioned this